Jake the Film Guy, Microbudgeter.com. In this video, we're going to talk about how you follow up with your cold prospect.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring.
This is part 3 of a video series about cold pitching. In your video production business, you are going to invariably have to cold pitch a prospective client. But before we get into part 3,
3, 2, 1, action.
Hollis. Got a minute?
I'll go ahead and spare you the suspense. If you've already been around the first 2 videos, that's where the majority of the meat and potatoes are. In this video, it's real short and simple. If you haven't already, you need to get the HubSpot plugin that allows you to track emails. You can use this inside your Gmail and decide if somebody has even opened your email. That will help you decide if it is worth following up with this person beyond the first or second attempt. After all, it is a cold pitch. If you've got that plugin installed, then what you'll do next is use that information to decide who you should follow up with. I think you should follow up with every cold prospect at least once. After all, as Grant Cardone says, at least most of our transactions will occur after the 5th attempt, meaning we don't close a deal until we've had at least 5 points of contact with that person. Now, if you're working with a cold lead, somebody that doesn't know who you are from the dark side of the moon, then you had to really balance this act of time versus return on time, return on investment, the ROI of reaching out to these people and deciding as a solopreneur, or maybe even a small business owner with a couple of employees, is it worth investing manpower and time into following up with the unsold when they don't know who you are? When you do follow up with that person, here's what you need to do. Make sure you say hi and their first name. Then proceed directly into the reason why you are emailing them. Hi John, it's Jake, the film guy. I'm emailing you because I use this line for everything. Even when I call people, I'm calling you because people want to know the why for your interruption. So give it to them. But here's the next part, and this part's key. Find a reason to connect with them. Everybody under the sun is spamming them with their services and their products, and they're all boring. The time that we have on this earth is way too short to be boring. After all, we die in obscurity every day when we don't make enough noise. Savvy? So what does that look like for you or me? Figure out a reason to connect with them beyond just trying to sell them on a video production service / marketing package. What you should be telling that person is something that connects the two of you together. I'm emailing you because I know I can do a video for you, I'm the best at it, and then that and can be something that connects the two of you. Perhaps you're both Masons, perhaps you're both Buddhists, perhaps you're both followers of Jesus, perhaps you both went to the same high school. Perhaps you both like Sean Connery as James Bond better than Daniel Craig. Whatever the case may be authentic to yourself, but make something memorable happen. Here's an excellent example. Back in Vegas, I was cold pitching and I was reaching out to prospects who didn't know who I was from Adam or Eve. I found this one event management company, and they're a dime a dozen around Vegas. Anytime you get a big gathering of people, you're going to need chairs, tables, plates, napkins, all the decoration that makes an event an event. Well, these event management companies, you could throw a brick and practically hit one. They're around every corner, kind of like Southern Baptist churches in the South. I reached out to this one event management company, and they didn't know who I was, but I made a custom pitch for them. If you're a little bit confused, if you're still confused about how to do a custom pitch, go back to the first or second video in this series. When I reached out to them, I embedded a video where I talked to the head honcho, the decision maker for that company. I addressed them, I looked at their videos, I screen shared me looking at their videos and telling them some of the ways I could bring value to their company, and it was unique and it was memorable, and it landed me a vendor presentation a month later. You can do the same by being memorable, and being authentic to yourself. So in this example here that I've been nurturing these past 2 videos, I'm going to tell this electrician that I want to make him a video. I'm the best at making these videos this side of the Mississippi, and maybe I can even get Sean Connery out of retirement to be in this video, as long as he has scones and an air-conditioned trailer for him. Sean's a tough bird, you know. And then I'm going to leave my name and a number that he can reach me at. If I still don't hear back from this guy, then I'm going to move on. And you know what? I don't feel bad about being goofy like that because I do Scottish accents all the time. You've heard them on this channel. And I love Sean Connery. Who doesn't? Sean Connery's priceless. I'm going to circle back to that HubSpot plugin. You want to use that as you go iteratively through your side hustle, or maybe this is your full-time gig, and figure out who's worth following up with. There are over 7 billion people on God's green earth, and you don't have all day to to try to push and convince the unsold that you are worth doing business with. Move on to the next person. Now, if it's a warm lead, that's where it is prudent to heed that advice about following up with people, because most salespeople don't. Stay in the sales cycle with that person until you can reach the close. That's everything I've got for you today. I wish you the best of success. I hope you will keep creating with the King of Kings. And hey, if you're struggling with the porn addiction, get help with that. Go see a pastor, maybe get involved with a Celebrate Recovery group. We just don't have any time between now and eternity, if you are a follower of Jesus, to be struggling with that as we try to use these tools that God has given us to go and tell stories of hope.